Hello, I'm Dr. Lalit, your eye specialist from Amrit Hospital, and today I'm going to talk to you about dry eye. Dry eye is a very common disease which we see in today's world, and there are various reasons for it. One is as you age, you have a lot of hormonal changes in your body, and that leads to dryness in the eye. Second thing is if you're a thyroid patient, definitely that also induces a little bit of dryness in the eye. The third thing is a lot of the working class or the people who are in the middle age work on the computers, and hence when we use a lot of extensive use of gadgets causes a lot of dryness in the eye, and that is one of the most common things which we see in our practice. The other new thing which has come up is a lot of children who don't, because of the corona, are attending schools through their laptops, through their phones and everything. So they are stuck to these gadgets for a very, very long time, and that causes a lot of evaporation of tears from the eye, which again leads to dryness into the eye. So what is dry eye? Basically, God has given a little bit of tears which is always present in the eye to keep our eyes moist and wet, similar to the saliva which is there in our mouth. So the mouth also has a lot of saliva to a minimum extent to keep our mouth wet when we talk. Similarly, the eyes also have a little bit of tears which makes sure that the moisture content or the coating of the eye is maintained, and hence there is no irritation or grittiness. But when this tears becomes a little less, we experience a few symptoms inside the eye. Few of these symptoms of dry eye are foreign body sensation or grittiness, mild redness in the eye, burning sensation in the eye, and we can have fluctuation of vision if the dry eye is quite advanced. So these are the usual symptoms of dry eye. So how do we treat dry eye? First thing is we have to diagnose dry eye. So when you come to our hospital, we have a lot of new technology called LipiView, which does the screening of the dryness in the eye. It takes into a few, it collects a few, it records a few parameters and tells us whether the patient actually has dry eye or not. And there are different types of dry eye. One is called the evaporative dry eye, where the evaporation of tears is more from the eye, and this happens because the lipid or the oil layer in the eye is deficient. So the oily layer of the tears is supposed to reduce the evaporation from the eye, and when there is less of this oily layer in the eye, there is more evaporation, and hence this leads to more dryness in the eye. And the second type of dry eye is when there is less production of tears in the eyes. So when there is decreased production of tears, this also leads to such as in conditions such as Sjogren's or thyroid related eye disease, where the tear production inside the eye itself is less. So this again leads to dryness inside the eye. So if there are various modalities of treatment for dry eye, one is we can use tear substitutes to treat this dryness inside the eye, and that works like magic in 90% of our patients. But if it is oil layer related dry eye, then we use a technology called LipiFlow, which you can see here. Now what this does is it makes sure that the oily layer in the eye, the production of the oily layer in the eye becomes more efficient, and this coats the tear film and hence reduces the evaporation of tears from the eye. So this treatment is available at our hospital, and this is a very new technology and a very promising technology, and a lot of patients with dry eye have benefited with this treatment. And apart from all this, what you can do at your house is take a very healthy diet. If you take a healthy diet which is rich in the form of green vegetables, carrots, papaya, and if you like non-veg, you can take fish. All this is very good for the eyes, and this also reduces dryness inside the eye to a great extent. The second thing which we can do is we can limit the use of gadgets. So if you are going to use a lot of computers or phones for your work, that is important, but don't use it unnecessarily for recreation. Limit the use of gadgets, especially in children. I see a lot of children nowadays playing video games on their laptops and on their phones. So that is not good for their eyes, and children also have excessive dryness because of excessive use of gadgets. So we should limit the use of gadgets. The third thing which we can do is if you're suffering from any of the postmenopausal or any hormonal changes in your body, get yourself screened, and even if you have thyroid, make sure you keep your thyroids at normal limits so that the dryness in the eye automatically comes down. Thank you.